Oh, I won't make a Beauty and the Beast reference because I completely forgot. This is my friend Android, Andy for short. Hello, and welcome to QnA. So these questions have been pulled from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube community, and my last Q&A video, so I do see all the comments, I do read through all of them, and if you'd like to see a question answered in the next one, make sure to leave it down below. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, before I get started with the questions, a couple quick shoutouts / comments on the last one. 1, hi Brandon. 2, I'm not the programming cuber, I am a programming cuber in terms that I am a programmer and a cuber, but I'm not the programming cuber, that's TPC. Hi, Allison. All right, now actually on to the questions. 1, can a banana be eaten inside out? Let's see. Wait, you always eat a banana inside out because you don't eat the outside, duh. Question 2, Celine asks, how do you feel college university has changed you as a person? College really has changed me. I think in general, anyone who goes to college comes out a different person because it's usually the first time you're away from your parents for that long and sort of on your own, pretty independent. So I think it's made me more independent, more outgoing, more comfortable in a lot of social situations. So that's pretty good. In general, I think I've just grown as a person through college. Question 3, Eric says, asks, do you feel your cubes are too big for your small hands? Absolutely. My hands are puny and I always appreciate smaller cubes coming out, like the Outrong Worm, I think it's called, the new 5x5. It's slightly smaller than the Valk, but even such a little bit, I can really feel it, and I like smaller cubes. So for question 4, I actually got asked this twice. Do I speak Spanish? Or, what did they say? Do you speak Español and sabe hablar español? From my attempt to read this, no habla español, dos veras por favor. If you get that reference, you're amazing. If not, please excuse my horrible attempt at singing. Okay, question 5, goals for next year. I think next year, if this is referring to 2021, I hope that the world is in a state that I can go outside comfortably and safely. So my goal is to go outside comfortably and safely. But in terms of personal development goals and things like that, I really haven't thought that far into the future. I'm still working on my goals for this year. So yeah, that's a really good question, actually. I'll probably have to think about that. Question 6, very serious question. All right, let me get my serious voice on. On a scale from 1 to 10, what is my favorite flavor of the alphabet? For that, it's gotta be blueberry. Question 7, I am Asian, ? No, you are American. It's nothing to do with you look young because how you look. All right, let's go through these lines one by one. I am Asian. This is correct. 2, no, you are American. This is also correct. The two things are not mutually exclusive. And the third line, I don't understand. So yeah. Question 8, loving your videos. What is good morning in Chinese? One way you can say it is 早上好, which is, I suppose, translated literally into morning good. So yeah. Amelia C asks, congrats on 10K. What are you majoring in? I'm currently a computer engineering major. So yay. Question 10, how to manage school or university with cubing? I think this is actually a really big question and could even be like a longer video, sort of like how to balance school and cubing in general. I think it is really hard and I definitely struggled with it, at least freshman year, because just finding a balance in college in general is hard, and then cubing, which takes time on the weekends to travel to competitions and takes time during the week to practice, was also really difficult on top of all my classes and like clubs and stuff that I was joining. So I think it's just getting your priorities straight so that when you practice, you're not procrastinating on other things, and so that when you practice, your practice is productive. Because if you're procrastinating by cubing, then your cubing practice also won't be productive because you're like worried and stressed about doing other things. That was quite a mouthful, and I don't actually know if I said it correctly, but hopefully that made a little bit of sense. Okay, question 11, another scale question. So let's get my serious voice on for this. From a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you miss school, and why is it a 7.5? I think you meant 11 because I miss it very much. I mean, I guess we are on summer break, so I wasn't supposed to be at school anyway, but the last half of the semester, I missed that, and then just like going out, seeing people, doing things, all those normal life things I miss. Question 12 says or asks, do you like musical theater? Do you partake in theater acting yourself? So for the first part, do I like musical theater? Boop, 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 boop. And no, I don't act myself, but I was in the pit in high school and I love musical theater. I sing it probably too much, more than I should. I love it anyway. And just, yeah, so I really like musical theater. Question 13, what method do you use to wash your hands? I use the one where you sing happy birthday a bunch of times. And here's just kidding, I'm not inserting a clip, that's really dumb. But yeah, wash your hands, kids, do it. It's safe. I don't know. Use soap. 14. What do you think about my first video? Or what do I think about my first video? If I can get it, I'll have it playing over there.
Bye, YouTube.
but it is probably with like 4 pixels at like 2 frames per second because it was 2010 and it was on one of those Motorola Razr phones, flip phones. Anybody? Okay, no? All right. So yeah, probably cringe because I was very young, and cringe because of the quality and I didn't really know what I was doing, but that's how we all start, and here we are. So I like to say I've improved. So yeah, good point to start, I guess, is a way to answer this question. Good way to start life. I don't know. Okay, so for question 15, I'll answer the second question for this one. Which college are you attending? I go to the University of Pennsylvania, which is not Penn State for those who are confused. And sort of a similar question on that note, wow, pronunciation is quite difficult. Isn't Zoom University amazing? No, it's not. I miss school, I miss my friends, and I miss doing things. But what can you do? I understand why we need to do it. I just miss everything. So I got asked this question 3 times in slightly different forms. Firstly, are you color neutral? Yes. Are you color neutral with more letters? Yes. And then are you full color neutral? Actually, no. I only saw 5 out of 6 colors. That was sarcasm. I'm color neutral. Question 18. Has cubing changed your life in any way? Has it played a role in shaping you into the person you are right now? I think there are a lot of things to tackle for this question, so just quickly, cubing has definitely changed my life. I think that going through competitions, talking to people, going new places, meeting new people has definitely helped me become better in a lot of social places and become more of an extrovert. I like to think of myself as an extroverted introvert, as in like I do love being alone, but I also love being around people. I love meeting new people and hanging out. And yeah, since cubing has been a part of my life for so long, it's hard to say whether it was cubing or just like me growing as a person, but I think cubing definitely has made an impact on my life, a positive impact. I also got asked this question twice, which I think is interesting in and of itself, but do I cube on the toilet? No, I think that's disgusting, and I don't even like bringing my phone into the bathroom. I think it's weird. Yeah. And then in the second one it says Dana 您好你可以写出您的华文名字吗 which is can I write my name? So I guess may have butchered the pinyin on that one, but here we go. Question 20. Can you do daily uploads? I love your content. Well, I would love to be able to wow, English is quite difficult sometimes. Can I do daily uploads? No, for a couple reasons, even though I would love to do it. I just simply don't have that much time. I do have a full-time job and I work on other things in my free time. So most of my free time during the week and like on the weekends actually is spent towards making 2 videos a week. And then B, I want to make sure that all of my videos are high quality and something that I'll be proud of, like looking back on in a couple years and stuff. And I think if I did daily uploads, each video wouldn't be as high quality as I would like it to be. Question 21, and this one comes from Instagram, so I didn't lose the questions this time. What is my favorite ice cream flavor? It's actually coffee. I don't really like coffee in terms of caffeine and like Starbucks and whatever, all that stuff, but I love coffee ice cream. I don't know why. You couldn't tell me, I couldn't tell you, but I love coffee ice cream. Since a month from now, that was asked 3 weeks ago, so I suppose now is summer, technically. I'm not actually too sure about that. What is my favorite season? I would say it has to be fall or winter. Fall and winter tend to be cooler months, and I like it when it's cooler because A, when it's hot, I sweat, and then like when I run, I sweat even more, which is gross. I don't like that. And then also B, if it gets cold, you can always put on more clothes, but in the summer when it's 100, 120 degrees outside, you can't take off more clothes. That's just not particularly socially acceptable, though I suppose you just could go out naked, but that wouldn't be smart. Yeah. All right. I also got asked this in a couple forms related to like tech and how I edit videos and stuff. I love tech, so I could totally do a rant about this, but just to be quick, how do I edit videos? I use iMovie because it's free, it's good, and it works. And the tech that I use, my phone, which I'm recording with, I record most of my videos on it, is a Samsung Galaxy S9, and my personal laptop is a Dell XPS 13 9300 Developers Edition. And how are you? I am great. Thank you for asking. I love these types of questions. They're really sweet. And then someone asked again, which laptop is that? My personal laptop is the Dell XPS 13 9300 Developers Edition, and for work I have a MacBook Pro 16-inch. So for question 24, when and how did you meet Keaton and become friends? Wow, I think we've been friends for 5 years now, which is quite a while. The first time we met was Slow and Steady 2015, which I think was at the tail end of 2015. I actually at that point had been taking like a 2-year break. I think my last comp before that was the beginning of 2014, and I decided to go to a comp. We met, we became friends, we kept going to comps, we've traveled a bit. Peep this poster and all the vlogs and stuff. You've probably seen him in a lot of my videos. So yeah, it was probably 5 years ago. Question/comment 25. Dude, you are so cool. A cuber and programming major, but from which college though? I'm gonna assume this is asking what college I go to, and like I said before, I go to UPenn. What's my favorite color? I think my favorite color it's gotta be blue or green. Peep the color of my room, and I have most of my clothes actually are like blue and green, and most of the things I have, I guess, are blue and green. Yeah, I just like basically any shade of blue and green. Even my pillow over there is blue. So, question 27. What is my favorite ZBL set? I only know certain parts of 3 ZBL sets, so I know one subset of H, and then I know most of T and U. I would say for recognition and AL complexity, or simplicity, I suppose, H is really good because it's just like modifications on soons. But otherwise, it's probably T. I mean, T and U I like equally because recognition is about the same difficulty. The AL difficulty is about the same. Yeah, so either T or U, because those are most of the ones that I know. Question 28. Why? Why indeed? Yeah. Question 29. What was my worst subject in high school? I didn't have too many bad subjects in high school, but I absolutely was terrible at physics. Still not good at physics. I'm an engineering major. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Question 30. Do you think that a lot of world records will be broken after the comeback of WCA competitions all around the world? I think this is an interesting question because some events, in my opinion, have higher potential to have like streaks almost of world records being broken after competitions come back. And in general, these would be less common events, maybe big blind, big cubes, things like that. Whereas events like 2x2, 3x3, I don't think we'll see streaks of world records just because the times in world records that are already set are already so good and so fast. Question 31. What times did you get at your first competition? Hopefully I'll have a little clip of me here trying to look up my WCID, but it is on my profile, I think. So my first competition was Princeton 2010, and I averaged somewhere like 36 seconds, so I've come a long way. Question 32. Do you have a job? Yes, for the summer I'm interning at Amazon as an SD, and I also TA during the school year and stuff, so yeah. All right, question 33. Do you know Derpy Cuber? Yes, Daniel and I are also pretty good friends. I'm trying to think when would we have met? Probably 2016-ish, maybe? Unclear. But yeah, we've known each other for a while. Question 34. If you punch yourself and it hurts, are you strong or weak? You are silly. Don't do that. Unless it's completely an accident, and then just make sure you're okay and move on with life. Question 35. Do you do some sports? Currently, in this exact moment in time, if you count running as a sport, yes, but otherwise I can't like really go out and do stuff. But otherwise, throughout my life, I've done gymnastics, softball, tennis, basketball, cross country, and karate. So yeah, I was quite the sporty kid, and I do like being active, and for now that's just manifesting in the form of running a lot. Question 36. Can you ski? I can ski, I miss skiing, I love skiing, and I want to ski at some point, again, in the future. I don't know what these arm movements are, but I would like to do it again. I love skiing, and I like snow and coldness. Question 37. Would you rather eat a taco or eat a taco? Absolutely. I love tacos. Tacos are awesome. Any kind. Hard shell, soft shell, stuffed. I don't know if you can eat an unstuffed taco because that's just a shell, but I love tacos. I love most foods, actually, to be completely honest. Question 38. How has your experience at UPenn been? Pre-quarantine, do you like it there? It was good. I mean, I don't have another college or university to compare it to, but it's been good. I've met great people. I've had great experiences. I do love it there. And like I keep saying over and over, I miss it and I would love to go back. Of course, only if it's safe and the global stuff is resolved. And that's a big thing to ask. But yeah, I miss it and I loved it. And I still do love it, I guess, though I haven't been there in 3-4 months now. Wow, okay. Question 39. What was your first 3x3 cube? My first 3x3 was actually a Rubik's Brand 3x3, store-bought, because it was 2010 and I didn't know about online cube stores at the time. Or actually, maybe my first 3x3, I think it might have been like an old YJ 3x3 that I got on eBay, because that was where I bought my cubes when I started cubing. It's either that or the Rubik's Brand 3x3, and I probably have made a couple videos on it. I don't know if they're still public because they're quite odd.
And it's just amazing. I mean, thanks. So I recommend you do it. Bye.
About like how I modded it and stuff. But yeah, so it was either like a really cheap YJ 3x3 from eBay or Rubik's Brand store-bought. Last question, 你会不会读中文? Yes, but at a very elementary level. Thank goodness I could read all those characters. And then, do I play an instrument? Yes, I play violin and trombone. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe for the latest content.